There's a new season of LEGO Formula 1 and Team McLaren is aiming to win it all. Let's see what they've brought to the racetrack. Greetings folks, welcome back to the channel, The Brick Sweethearts. If you go back into our YouTube video library, you may have noticed that the Speed Champions Mega Review did really well. A lot of you wanted to see the collection that we currently have, and oh boy, it blew up more than we were expecting, that's for sure. What better way than to continue that and continue the collection, more importantly, by getting the McLaren Formula 1 team. This box came out relatively early in the 2024 year. Obviously, we just didn't get around to picking it up at that time. We were kind of focused on a few other sets. So I went down to our local Smiths, and honestly, it wasn't even on a sale, but the price was super low. So for some reason, they had put the retail price much lower, and I believe it was around 17 euro, where normally the current Speed Champions are in fact priced at 27 or 28 roughly. And there wasn't even a sale on, so I couldn't resist. Continue adding to our collection. I did enjoy the Aston Martin Formula 1 car, so I'm hoping that this will be on a similar strand in a sense. In today's video, we're going to keep it relatively short. We're going to build this, see what the details are like. I have seen that the wheels themselves are now printed with the logo from the sponsors, so that's very interesting and I want to check that out. And I don't think it will be too different from the Aston Martin version, apart from different colors and different stickers. So let's keep it short. I'm gonna go build this, then I'll come back and I'll give you my thoughts. So I'll see you shortly after the build. We are back, the wheels are on, and they are in fact spinning. Let me just give you the quickest of a zoom in here. As you can see, it is all nicely built with the black and orange. Oh, what's that over there? Is this its twin? No, not quite. This is in fact the Aston Martin that we would have done a video on it a while back ago, so make sure to check that out. They do look similar, and if you are just giving them a side glance, you might even think that they are copy pastes of each other and LEGO simply changed a few stickers. Now, don't get me wrong, there are certain aspects that are very similar and they are built in the same way. For example, the noses, they're relatively, I would say, a copy paste. But more importantly, let me just pick them up. I'll give you a little zoom in. The body shape is slightly different. I'm assuming it's based on the actual cars being like different in real life. We do get some prominent looking vents on the McLaren itself, which the Aston Martin on the other hand is more tightly kind of compacted to the body and does not allow like the airflow going that way. Yes, they do have a lot of similarities. They do in fact have the same side panels. They are built the same way. The spoilers do have similar aspects to them, how they are built, but let's do it again. I'm not sure if the black really shows off the shapes properly. The spoilers are in fact different. I believe the one for McLaren is slightly wider, as we can see from the back that the wheels, looking at it, are pretty much touching the spoiler, while on the other hand, the Aston Martin does have a gap going behind it. This is not a negative that they have some certain similarities. Similar to the Aston Martin, I had a lot of fun actually building the McLaren. It has interesting techniques. Of course, we've come across them before. They are still nice to build again. So don't worry that if you're thinking, well, I could just get the Aston Martin set since you get a Formula 1 car and the safety car, and I don't need to get the McLaren one because it's a copy paste. Not quite. If you really wanted to, you could skip it. I would recommend that you get both. Hopefully, we will be seeing more Formula 1 teams in the future. Maybe they will redo the Mercedes ones, which is about 2 years old by now, and you will be able to build and have a big collection of them. Concluding for the build itself, it was fun, nothing too difficult. There were a number of stickers, which again is slightly annoying at times. None of these stickers though were difficult. They aren't too large and fairly easy enough to put on the pieces. Some of the pieces though do have a print like the nose, which would have been very difficult to get a long piece like that as a sticker and not mess it up. So luckily they just printed that out, which was nice. Now let's go into, I guess, the conclusion of this and give you a few more thoughts on the McLaren. There it is, folks, the McLaren Formula 1 team car. A wonderful set. As I said previously, get yourself down to Smith's. For some reason, it's not even on sale, but the price is reduced heavily on it. Maybe it's just the one that's around the corner for me, but honestly, when I saw it, I was like, there's no way to pass it on and wait for a different time. You have to get it now. As I said, the build itself was nice and enjoyable, nothing too difficult. Yes, some of the techniques were a repetition from the Aston Martin previously, but at the same time, it does make sense that the Formula 1 teams do have similar aspects to their build. Again, I'd like to highlight the side panels that they put onto it. The way that they managed to flip it on its side, it really impresses me how they managed to do it, which creates these wonderful curves. I should just give you another zoom in here. If you manage to go to your Lego store and you see one of these built in person and you don't have it, you will be able to see these wonderful curves that they've managed to create going down the car itself. I do wonder if they will continue to expand the Formula 1 theme for Speed Champions. Of course, it would be nice to have more teams attached to it, something like the Ferrari, maybe even the Mercedes team. Those would be interesting to see get their own vehicles. I would be also interested if they will take them and also provide some sort of track or some sort of garage in a sense. I know there used to be in the previous 6 stud wide Speed Champions, there was in fact, I believe for the Ferrari, they had a garage for one of those cars. Maybe I'm wrong, some of you might remember. Make sure to drop in the comments if you remember the set that I'm referring to, where they have a garage to go with your Speed Champions car. So it would be nice if they included some sort of Formula 1, I guess, pit stop, where they have, you know, the little tools that the wheels fly off, things change, the car gets fixed in, you know, record time, as we see on the, you know, on the television. I'm sure that some of you already out there will have gotten the instructions from these and have started to create your own Formula 1 cars. Now you have 2 different versions that you can pick from and build on top of that. And I'm sure that some of you who have the space might even have started their own Formula 1 track with the audience stands, the flags, the lights, everything for it. I'm definitely curious to see if those mocks are out there. Make sure to let me know in the comments, and if you know some Instagram profiles that have already done it, let me know, because I would be interested to see what they have created for it. As I mentioned before in the Speed Champions manga review, I am a huge fan of this theme. I can't wait to keep collecting and adding more of these vehicles to my overall collection. They keep coming out with better and better vehicles, and the techniques that they manage to incorporate into such a small set, they are quite impressive. At the making of this video, there has been a few new Speed Champion sets released, so I will make sure to go down to my local shop, pick those up, and give you some reviews. There's no point in waiting, so many of them keep getting released. I might as well keep up, do some video reviews for you, and then keep increasing this playlist of Speed Champion videos. Let me know down in the comments below if you've been able to get your hands on the two Formula 1 Speed Champions cars. Which one is your favorite? Are you more of an Aston Martin fan, or are you more of a McLaren fan? Let me know down below. Make sure to like this video, it really helps out. Subscribe to the channel, as we will continue to bring more Speed Champion videos out, and we have plenty of other content. If you're enjoying a bit of Harry Potter or Star Wars, we have plenty of that as well. And until next time folks, take care.